So I'm going to do an explainer video here for my process for drawing and inking. And I decided to just do a, uh, a little illustration here of my dog, whose name is Obi. He is a Chihuahua. So what I've done here is I've drawn my sketch with red pencil. It's just a red colored pencil with an eraser. You can use blue um, or green, I think, and or maybe any color. I don't really know for sure, but I use red and blue the most, and that seems to work pretty well. So I'm going to show you how I get rid of the all the red lines, make the all the black actually black, and probably tilt this a bit so he's not leaning on a incline. And I'm also going to update the date because I accidentally put um, my signature and the year as 20 because it's, even though it's almost March, I still think it's 2020. So I just put a 1 after that and we'll clean that up and make it look right. So the first step that I do is I go up to Image. I'm in Photoshop, by the way. Go to Adjustments, hit Levels. I have a preset for this called Comics, but you can see that I've just basically used these sliders to make the black blacker, make the white whiter, and the red, I don't know that it matters a whole lot, but I like to make it kind of in this range. We're going to get rid of it, but that's just the first step. So the next step, we hit OK. Now we're going to get rid of that red. I've looked at different tutorials of how to do this. The way I do it may not be even the best way, but it works. So if you're like me, when I'm using Photoshop, once I find something that works, I stick with it until I find a better way. But what I do, I go to Window, you go to Channels, and then you've got these color information comes uh, as red, green, blue, just like an old TV set with the red, green, and blue dots to make a color picture. So the same thing works here on our computer screen. So I don't exactly know what this means. If you hit red, it goes away. If you hit green, it doesn't go away. If you hit blue, it doesn't go away. So if you hit red, oops, it goes away. What I do is I grab that, bring it down here and make a copy. And now all I do is I just go to Image and hit Grayscale. And I've discarded all of those color channels and I'm left with just basically gray, white, black, and gray. If you come in here in the detail, you see that it's not perfectly sharp yet, but all that color, all that red is gone. So the next thing I do is I go to Levels again, and this time I'll usually just manually do it, but I want to just bring the white and black sliders both to the middle, and gray just kind of is in there too. And now I have something that is very sharp. I like to sharpen it even more using this tool, Curves. And essentially what that does is it doesn't leave any gray pixelation anywhere. I mean, if you come in here, you see that it is a sharp black and white. So that's what I prefer. Uh, Now what we can do, probably the next step would be to straighten them out, unlock this layer, go to transform. Actually, you can just hit Command T, and we'll just kind of straighten them out. Just eyeball it, move them to the center. Now I've got this background business here. So what I would do is just make a new layer, put that behind, make it white, and then I'm just going to use Command E to combine those layers together. Then you can just grab a brush, and if you have any little doodads that you want to, oh, see, here's something that happened. When I straightened about, I should have waited on the curve thing. It actually put some gray back into my image. So let's check levels first. Okay. We'll do curves again. Yeah, I should have waited, but it's no big deal. Okay. That's pretty good. Now, some of these black areas, I'll probably just come in here and maybe edit some of this just a little bit. I have a really good brush called Kyle's Inkbox Classic Cartoonist. I use this brush quite a bit. And you can just kind of clean things up a little bit, make it a little tighter. I like the hand-drawn look of things, so I don't need to fix it a whole lot. And I've got white and black here, and I can just switch between those two by hitting X. So that's what I usually do, is just kind of hit X as I go back and forth between black and white. And maybe I'll just kind of make his tail a little more pointier. But that's really about it. Oh yeah, we got to fix our date, don't we? So I'll just get rid of this. And I'll use this tool. Actually, I kind of like this tool to grab that, bring it closer. Then I just fill that little gap in there with white. There might be better ways to do it than that, but that's the way I do it, and it works for me. So thanks for watching this video. I've got another video on here where I show the color process using watercolors, so be sure to check that one out as well. You can follow this comic, by the way, on my Instagram page, which you see here. And yeah, thanks for watching.